Welcome everyone. Today in this video lecture, we're going to solve some NCERT exercise problems for class 10th subject chemistry chapter number first. So here we are having a few typical NCERT problems regarding balancing of chemical equation. To topic we will focus here mainly the balancing of chemical equation. So here I am having few problems to solve. So we will start with the here the very we're going to start with here this fifth question. Fifth question, what is written? Translate the following statement into chemical equations and balance them. So this equation is given us in word problem is given to us. First of all, we have to transfer our this word problem to the symbolic form, and then we have to balance our equation. Shall we start? So let's start. First of all, hold your some rough notebook along with you, pen pencil, so that sidewise as I am solving over here, the similar procedure you can also follow to solve this problem, and then you will learn it better by this method. Okay, so the very first question is hydrogen gas combines with nitrogen to form ammonia. So let me quote this question over here. So I'm here solving question number fifth. Okay, so the very first statement of question number fifth was that hydrogen gas combines with nitrogen to form ammonia. So what we have to do is here that we have to translate this above given word problem into the symbolic form, and then we have to balance it. So first of all, let us start with here hydrogen gas. As you know that hydrogen, it is a gaseous, it is exist as gas. So hydrogen, the symbol is H. Since it is a gas, so it will be existing in a molecular form. So here we are using symbol 2, H2, because hydrogen valency is 1. So 1 combining with the other hydrogen atom to form H2 molecule. Combines means here I have to use plus. Combined with nitrogen. Again, nitrogen is a gas. Nitrogen is a gas. So nitrogen, the symbol is N. Since it is a gas, it is a it is a diatomic gas. So N2 is there. To form means there is a product, ammonia. So obviously the ammonia, now here the concept is of that ammonia. What is the formula of ammonia? Since ammonia will be formed from hydrogen and nitrogen only, so you can ammonia, or roughly you can solve over here that one is nitrogen is there, then hydrogen is there. You know very well valency, nitrogen valency is -3 and hydrogen valency is +3. So if we cross them, then what we get? NH3. This NH3 compound formed, actually this is known as ammonia. This is ammonia. It is actually, it exists in the gaseous form, or it exists in the liquid form also. Ammonia, this is a gas. Nitrogen, it is a very important laboratory reagent. Nitrogen gas, then it is a hydrogen gas. Now the question is that we have to balance it. Okay, so let us start balancing it. So hydrogen, let us first of all count the number of atoms present at each reactant and at product side. Hydrogen, the 2 atoms are present. Here hydrogen, 3 atoms are present. So nitrogen, 2 atoms are there. So hydrogen, so here nitrogen, only 1 atom is there. So first of all, we will start our this question by balancing hydrogen. So hydrogen, since here is 2, here is 3. So where it is in lesser amount, it is lesser amount in reactor, and it is present in more amount over here. So earlier also I told you that whenever we have to balance the equation, first of all we need to draw the boxes around our reactants and products. So that I have drawn boxes, and boxes is drawn to ensure that nothing will be changed inside the boxes. Only the coefficient we have to use in front of the boxes or outside the boxes, only in front of the boxes only. So hydrogen here 3 is there, and hydrogen here 2 is there. Actually these both number 2. So what I have to do is I have to equalize them. So let's start from here only. Hydrogen 3, here hydrogen 2. So I have to equalize the atom. So whenever whenever we have a number in which there is no common ratio, like 2 and 3 is there, then what we do usually do is that we cross multiply. So 2, if it is cross multiplied with this 3, then I get 3 2 is 6. This 3 if cross multiplied with 2, then 2 3 is 6. 6 hydrogen atom I am getting over here. Let us again recapitulate. Hydrogen 2 were there, 3 were there. Since there was no common factor in this, so what I did is I cross multiplied. 3 I written over here, 3 to the 6. 3 was there, cross multiplied with 2. 2 3 is 6. So now hydrogen is balanced. Now let us switch to nitrogen. So nitrogen here is, how many atoms are there? 2. So nitrogen here is 2. So now equation is balanced. This is the first question. Now let us switch to second question. Second question is that hydrogen sulfide gas burns in air to give water and sulfur dioxide. So what is there, what the question is saying, that hydrogen sulfide gas actually it burns to give water and sulfur dioxide. Okay, so let us start. Hydrogen sulfide, since hydrogen symbol is H, sulfide symbol is S. Now hydrogen valency is 1, no need to write it over here. Sulfide, its valency is 2, so I crossed over here. This is your hydrogen sulfide. All the formula we have learned this, how to form the formula in our previous previous class, 10th class. So seen the concept we are applying over here. Now burns means, as we know that for burning we require oxygen. So burns, oxygen formula is O2, it is a diatomic gas. Burns to give water you as know very well, H2O, and sulfur dioxide, that is your SO2. Now what we have to do is that we have to balance it. So we can apply a very simpler. First of all, let us see what is the ratio, what is stoichiometric ratio of each atom on the both side. Hydrogen here, how many atoms are there? 2. Hydrogen here, how many atoms are there? 2. Means hydrogen is already balanced. Sulfur, how many atom is there? That is 1. Here sulfur, number of atom is 1, it's balanced. Now oxygen, here number of atom is 2. Here number of atom is 1. This 2, this 1. 1 plus 2, that is your 3 atom is there. Here 2 atom is there. Now the atom which side has lesser number of oxygen atom, this reactant sign means something is to some coefficient is to be added in front of this oxygen in order to balance it. Okay, so before balancing I just drawn the boxes. So now see, I have to equalize, I have to make this 2 equal to 3. So what coefficient I should multiply over here so that I can get the answer 2. So obviously that coefficient is going to be 3 upon 2. So 3 upon 2 cut, we get 3. So if I enter here coefficient of 3 upon 2, then this 2 cancel out. I will get 3 atoms of oxygen, and here also 3 atoms of oxygen. But this term in ratio form, or this term in this having in fraction form is not allowed while balancing equation. So I have to make my this fraction term into whole term. So how so in order to change into whole term, I have to remove 2 from here. So if I divide my whole equation with 2, so if I multiply my whole equation with 2, so what I will get, H2S O2 gives you H2O plus sulfur dioxide. So what I told you that I have to remove my this fraction term over here. So I'm multiplying my whole equation with the 2. So here I'm getting 2 coefficient. So here it was 3 upon 2. So if I multiply it with 2, then 2 will cancel out. I will get only 3. So 2 over here. So 2 over here. So now let us check that our equation is balanced or not. Hydrogen check. 2 2 is 4. Hydrogen 2 2 is 2 into 2, 4 atom are there. Here 2 into 2, 4 atom are there. Sulfur, how many atom are there? Sulfur, 2 atom are there. Sulfur, 2 atoms are there. Oxygen, 3 2 is the 6. Oxygen here, 2 over here and 2 2 is the 4. 4 over here. That is 6. Equation is balanced. Now see the third problem very carefully. Barium chloride react with aluminium sulfate to give aluminium chloride and a precipitate of barium sulfate. So very the first is barium chloride. So barium chloride react with aluminium sulfate to give what it is giving is aluminium chloride and barium sulfate. So let us balance it. First of all, barium, symbol of barium is Ba. Chloride symbol is Cl. Since valency of barium is 2, which is crossed over chlorine. Chlorine valency is 1, so crossed over here. So 1, there is no need to write 1. Plus aluminium sulfate. Al, aluminium, symbol of aluminium, sulfate, SO4. Okay, aluminium valency is 3 crossed over here, sulfate valency is 2 which is crossed over here. This is the formula of aluminium sulfate. It is giving you what? Aluminium chloride, AlCl. Aluminium valency is 3 crossed over here, chloride valency is 1 crossed over here, no need to write. Now last is barium sulfate, BaSO4. So barium valency is 2, sulfate valency is 2, so 2 cancel out. The formula turns out to be in simple ratio BaSO4. Now we have to balance it. So let us start balancing it. Barium, how many atoms are there? Only 1 atom. So here barium, only 1 atom. So barium is already balanced. So now let us take sulfate. Let us go for the sulfate, because sulfate it is present. Either you can start balancing with sulfate or either you can start balancing with chlorine, one of the same thing. So I am taking here sulfate over here. How many atom it is, how many parts of sulfate is there? 3 parts of sulfate are there. So here only 1 part of sulfate is there. So what I have to do is here is that I have to enter. First of all, I am drawing the boxes so that whatever the coefficient I will add, I will mention in front of the. So 3 sulfate are there. Here is only 1 sulfate. So 3 coefficient I am going to enter over here. 3 coefficient I have entered over here. Now barium, how many it switched out? 3. Here is barium only 1. So I switched over 3 barium over here. Now chlorine, how many there? 6 atom. Here is 3. So what factor, what coefficient I should multiply over here so that I can get 6? Obviously that factor is going to be your 2. So 2 is there. Aluminium 2. So here aluminium is also 2. So now it is a balance. So let us check it once. Barium 3. Barium 3. Chlorine 3 2 is a 6. 2 3 is a 6. Aluminium 2. 2. Sulfate 3. Sulfate 3. So equation is balanced. This was our third part. So let us switch to now fourth part. Fourth part, look at that fourth part carefully. Potassium metal reacts with water to give potassium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. So here is potassium metal. It react with what? It react with water to give you potassium hydroxide plus hydrogen. So let us first translate this whole word problem into our symbol problem. Potassium symbol is K. Metal, since it will be in that atomic form only. Water formula is H2O. It give you potassium hydroxide. Potassium symbol is K. Hydroxide is OH. So potassium valence is 1 closed over here. Hydroxide valence is 1. So 1 1 no need to mention over here. Then is hydrogen gas. It is a diatomic gas, so H2. Now let us start balancing it. See potassium. So let us start balancing with the hydrogen 2 are there. Hydrogen 2 plus 1 3 is there. So we will start balancing our this equation. So hydrogen here 2 is there, hydrogen here 1 plus 2 3 is there. So weight is present in less amount over here. So whatever the coefficient I am going to enter over here, understand this concept carefully. Whatever the coefficient I'm going to enter over here, any coefficient 1 leave it at 1 2 3 4 whatever, when it will multiply with this 2, it will always give you even number. So one here adding a coefficient of 1 is meaningless, so I will start with 2. So if I enter a coefficient of 2 over here, 2 2 is a 4, 2 2 is a 4, 4 hydrogen atom is there. Now here see how many atoms are there. 1 is already, 2 is there, 2 atom are already present over here. So I have to equalize it to 3 is there, I have to equalize to 4. So what I'm doing is that I'm entering over here 2. So now what happened, now see hydrogen 2 here, 2 here, it 4. Now potassium 2 is there, here is no, so 2 over here. Oxygen 2 is there, 2 is there. The equation is a balance. Thank you for watching this video, and subscribe my channel, so that whatever the video I'm uploading it, the video you can see, that uploaded video you can see as soon as it is uploaded, you can see that my video. So thank you for watching it.